Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? I have a special guest today. Special guest today. You definitely don't want to miss this. All right. If you're in this room, I want you to tag someone that wants to learn about the metaverse. I need you guys to really understand where we're gonna go with the metaverse, this NFT project. So excited for our special guest. Once you guys are in here, I want you to drop where you're calling from. What's going on? What's going on?
We really have 922 people on.
Give me a second. What's going on? What's up? What's up, guys? Do me a favor. If you're on this live, go ahead and drop a comment of where you are coming from, what city and state. And if you sold
Hey,
have
what's
an
going
NFT,
on?
drop it. I want to
Is
see
it
where you guys are at.
me?
Our
Can you
special
guys hear
guest,
me? Or is
if you
it
guys don't know yet, is
Santiago right
Travis
now?
Bott. Definitely a person that
Is it me
is
or is it
more
Santiago
than
right
well
now?
versed in crypto and NFTs. I'm happy to have him. Excited. Lewis, we're gonna have also AMZ Snagger in the building, so definitely appreciate him. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, Santiago? How are you, man?
What's up, brother? Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second, brother.
Damn,
All
these
right.
numbers are going up. Shit. Okay.
Hey, real quick. So, um, if you just joined the live, do me a favor and share this with 10 people, and then comment the word done, guys. All right. This is a special live, and this is what we're bringing to the table with our community. Travis Bott is someone that um, is in the SaaS community. Definitely has been in crypto for over 9 years and has started many different companies. And definitely, it's one person you want to get it, take advice from, and looking forward to having him here. So, if you guys, like I said, if you just joined, go ahead and share this with 10 people. Comment done. I am going to do a $100 giveaway for the person who's the most active. Um, Excited to have him on. He's going to come on after 6, maybe 6:10, 6:15, but he is going to come on and definitely enlighten those regarding crypto, regarding NFTs, because we're launching our NFTs, and not from getting experience or getting some feedback from someone that's done it multiple times. We're excited. You want to go
So,
ahead?
if you don't know who Travis Bott is, he is a serial entrepreneur. He's started off several companies, and recently he pretty much exited off his software company for over 9 figures. Okay. He also launched his NFT as well, which has done tremendously well, So it's great to have him on to just have some extra insight as far as to how he feels about the market and the direction that we're heading in. So once again, thank you, Santiago, for bringing him on. Tremendous job, bro. Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother. Hold on one second. I'm just practicing what I preach, so I'm sharing this with some more people myself. Um, Hold on one second. One second. Hey guys, if you just joined the live, do me a favor and go ahead and share this with 10 people and then comment the word done. Like I said, like Lewis mentioned, our speaker tonight is Travis Bott. And just to give you a little backstory, on sometimes when people say like, oh, you know, the events you go to, are they worth it and stuff like that. So I went to an event called Driven. Andy Frisilla, if you guys don't know him, he was taking questions from the audience. I happened to be in the front row, so I asked a question, and you know, when I asked the question and stuff, you know, Andy Frisilla freaking you know, called me out, and after that question, you know, Travis Bott came up to me, who he was with Dan Fleshman. He was with Dan Fleshman, and if you guys don't know who Dan Fleshman is, go ahead and definitely give him a follow. Um, and he came up to me and just humbly and said, "Hey, man, thank you for your service." You know what I mean? To me, that like, you know, that means a lot to me. You know, because you know, serving the military for the country, going to Iraq twice. You know what I mean? Like, um, that veteran community is pretty small, and for him to acknowledge that part, you know, to me was definitely a good connection. And then I was able to connect with them at Elevator Nights. You know, so that was, you know, special because how he already introduced himself then. So, um, and I didn't know exactly what he did. You know what I mean? For someone to come up to you, hey, not knowing who they are, but definitely come from, you know, um, an angle where like, hey, you know what? He just, you know, thanking me for my service. So, if I would have not known Travis if it wasn't for, you know, the event, guys. So
Really, yeah.
definitely when you get to these rooms, right? When you get to these rooms, guys, it connects you with one, like-minded people, two, people that paid also like you to invest in themselves. So there's no negativity. Okay. That's kind of like when you tell your friend like you want to start a business or you do that, sometimes they give you some negativity and they, you know, they don't really get it. So when you're in these rooms, like these challenges, these motivational seminars, these, you know, RPX conventions and stuff, these are trying to people that you want to associate with. And once
Huge
you start
fact,
really,
Santiago. Huge fact, Santiago. So, in life, in order to succeed, half of it is literally environment. You know, environment, environment, environment. I'm sure that we've all heard here about the crabs in a barrel, the crabs in a bucket mentality, right? You know, for those of you that you know come from certain neighborhoods that are inclined to, let's say, be just basketball players, right? You know, and you have this mentality that you want to be a coder, developer, right? You know, you want to build apps, let's say, right? It's not encouraged in those specific neighborhoods, right? So if it's not encouraged, then you're literally going to be fighting uphill to become what you want to become. So the only way that I've learned, you know, to really grow is to transition over, right, and go to where the developers are, right? So if you want to be a doctor, you got to hang around other doctors, okay? If you want to be a baseball player, you have to hang around baseball players, right? So that's why we're bringing Travis Bott in here, you know, because he's in our space. He's in tech. He just exited off 9 figures. He's a multi-millionaire. He's seen it all. He's done it all, right? You know, he honestly doesn't have to be here, you know, so I feel very privileged and grateful that Santiago was able to pull that off and bring him on because I, as a tech founder myself, you know, I want to know what goes on through his mind when he's building his software, his products, what's, you know, his process when he's launching an NFT. You know, where does he see the trend going, you know? I know that the trend for NFT started off, you know, just an image, a crypto punk, you know, but now the trend has changed to where people want utility, you know, whether it's a FaceTime with Gary V, you know, whether it's to get on a jet with Ty Lopez, you know, they want NFTs that have utility. For us, what makes us unique and makes us special, in my opinion, you know, is that we have this very powerful application, AMD Snagger version 2, that's powered by AI, that gives the users that have this NFT, the rare Econ Bulldog that we saw today, which I know looks super dope. If you liked the rare Econ Bulldog NFT, drop a fire, man. If you thought that NFT was fire, just drop a fire. But those that have access to the NFT gain rights to the proprietary technology.
I got Travis requesting. So once he comes in, guys, definitely pay attention. Definitely get a notepad. Like I said, we're grateful to have him on here. Definitely just get your paper and pen ready, and look forward to speaking with him, connecting with him. And I appreciate his time. That's one thing that we can never get back.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey Travis, what's going on?
Just out here enjoying sunny California.
Very nice, Travis.
How about you guys?
I'm pretty good. I'm actually in Lima, Peru.
Oh, nice.
And I'm the founder of AMD Snagger, which is the product research tool that our community uses to find profitable products on Amazon that sell within a few hours. And we're launching an NFT as well, so we would like your input as far as where you see the trend for NFTs going, as opposed to where it started.
Yeah. Sure. Well, first, it's great to be here with everyone in the community, and you guys, thank you for inviting me on. It's a huge honor to be on with you guys. Yeah, I mean, the NFT space is crazy, right? I mean, you go all the way back to CryptoPunks, which I minted one of the original CryptoPunks, but sold it way too early.
Wow.
And
Nice.
then you have Bored Apes. And so I think early on, it was just establishing the idea of an NFT, right? Like the technical aspect of NFTs have been around forever. The coding aspect, you go all the way back to, starting video games where you could unlock upgraded skins and things like that. Technically, those were NFTs clear back then. What's unique about the NFT market today is with the emergence of crypto and blockchain, you were able to take that technical coding and overlay it with blockchain, which now makes it transactable, right? And that's what's cool about where we are today, is now you have this transactable ability to not only own something, have it unique, but then because of blockchain and cryptocurrency, you can transact that. And so with the market where it's been, I mean, I think it's like every market, you have those legacy brands that get established, they build community, like Bored Apes, CryptoPunks and Mutants and those things. And then from that, you kind of had this rush on the market where everyone was just throwing out NFTs. And now what I think you're going to see really over the next 12 and 24 months is you're going to see the demand of the marketplace for true value, right? You're going to see the demand of the marketplace for somebody just can't say I'm launching an NFT and we're going to host an event and or we're going to throw a cool party or whatever.
So what you're saying is that they want NFTs with actual utility, correct?
Absolutely.
So
all you got to do is think about yourself, right? Like at the end of the day, the speculative aspects, unless you're a famous artist, because I don't think the NFT market's not going to be as narrow as it is today, right? NFT is going to be real estate. NFT is going to be communities. NFT is going to be asset driven. NFT is going to be music. NFT is going to be watches eventually, because at the end of the day, it's a simple way to document ownership and make it transactable in a less fraudulent way. And so when you talk about NFTs relative to what we see happening today, like when you really think about what's brilliant with what Gary Vee did with VeeFriends, right? Gary Vee has his brand. Gary Vee does the things that he does to build his brand. And without having to go do a capital raise and give away equity in his company, through VeeFriends, he in essence gave away equity. What he allowed his community to do was become active holders of assets that tie back to the value of the community. So as he grows the value of his community, those people that own VeeFriends have an asset that's also growing in value, right? So in essence, they become shareholders of the brand without having to
pretty much,
become shareholders.
Travis, you know, what we're actually doing here, right, you know, is we are launching a collection of only 300 AMZ Snagger version 2 NFTs, right? That NFT is going to be used to authenticate yourself into the application so that we can make it truly exclusive to the community. There are 300,000 Amazon sellers that are third-party sellers. So in order for us to give our community true value and not overly saturate the market, we decided to pair our software with an NFT that we are actually launching. And then the community gets to appreciate that NFT when it launches. If they want to list it on OpenSea to give somebody else a seat into our community, they're able to do that as well.
Sure.
What's your take on that?
I mean, it sounds great. I don't know enough about, you know, your tech or anything to necessarily comment it, but the functional application of what you're saying relative to NFTs and giving limited access to something, and then somebody having the ability to sell that limited access to somebody else who might want it. Like, yeah, it's a great application of the, you know, the aspects of what NFTs can be used for, and it creates value that's easily transactable, and it creates the ability for communities to participate, right? At the end of the day, now, before, when Vanyar Media grew in value, Gary benefited, but now his community, which are the active people following him on social media and everything else, now as he grows that, because the demand grows around him and there's a public marketplace, right? Like, that's what makes NFTs cool, is having marketplaces like OpenSea where the public can speak, right? The public can dictate value. You saw that with Bored Apes, right? Bored Apes floor went way up. They fucked up their technical launch of their land sale. There's a lot of nonsense around it, and their floor price dropped. And that's the public saying, hey, we're not voting that was good. And they're voting with their dollars. So they're either selling at a lower price their apes, people are buying them at a lower price because long term they believe in the value of the community. But at the end of the day, that's kind of what's cool about it, is this free marketplace where people are able to vote with their dollars and their willingness to sell the asset at a certain price, or they're willing to buy the asset at a certain price. And that's a reflection of the overall value that's being given by the community, right?
Yes, yes. I have a quick question, Travis. Um, when you launched your NFT project, I think what separated you was you gave your community the voice, right? And then also you were giving back to a cause, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah, so there was a few things that were pretty unique about ours. Number one, we built the first affiliate smart contract so that we could track and reward
Okay.
people for contributing to the community, right? If you're going to invite other people to the community, we're going to track that, we're going to reward it. Number two, we were very transparent with our roadmap and our use of proceeds. At the end of the day, what the community was buying was the artwork, but we were also very clear in how we as the community managers intended to use those proceeds. And what we really coined was a phrase, reciprocating contribution, right? So if somebody's willing to buy into our community, what are we as community managers willing to do with those proceeds to reciprocate a contribution back to those members? So in the case of ours, we airdrop what we call reflections. We do it in Ethereum. It's rewards back to the community. It's been very lucrative for the people that hold our NFT, because at the end of the day, we've been good stewards of those dollars that we collected on the sale of the art. And then the other thing that we do is we have a perpetual do good fund where we take a portion of everything. And we're coming up on the end of our first quarter, but we built a DAO. That DAO will allow our community to nominate projects in 3 categories for, you know, Mother Earth, for mankind, and for our animal friends.
Amazing.
And then from those nominated
Amazing,
projects,
Travis.
the community will vote on the top one in each of those categories. And that perpetual DAO will use the funds to benefit those causes. So
Wow.
at the end of the day, like, for us, it was about building a true community, people that wanted to do good, impact the world, and also, you know, do good for themselves. Like, there's nothing wrong in life with wanting to do good for yourself and your family. But our vision was always keeping in mind something bigger than that as well. And so that was a big part of it. But you know, right now we have an agency. We're helping probably 7 different communities
Yes.
or big influential brands conceptualize their Web3
Okay.
architecture and how they want to leverage metaverse and Web3 and NFTs to
Amazing.
add strength to their community. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you're going to go, like you said, you guys have the app, you have things that people can access, you might as well make the access transactable so that the people who are buying it now have something that they can monetize as well. It gives value back to them that they can go monetize in the open public market. As long as your brand, your community creates enough demand that people want it, now you're creating for your community something that's transactable and that can have appreciating value for them in the long term.
100%, you know, and how we see it, right? You know, it's that by a member of the community purchasing our NFT, they're in essence owning a share of the company.
Yeah, I mean, you have to use it in essence very loosely, right? But what they're owning is something that has tangible value that ties to the brand value of your community. So if your community becomes more valuable, and they have it's like gold, right? Like gold, platinum, whatever, finite resources. It's why Bitcoin will continue going up, because there's a limited supply. So if there's something
Back
that
to
your
flow
community
model.
has that has value to people in the public, and there's a demand for it, and there's a finite amount of those available, and somebody has the ability to buy one of those, ultimately it's inevitable that it will have an appreciating value because there's only a limited supply, right?
Yep,
Got you.
100%.
And then just so the people watching, your project it was it Meta Bounty Hunters?
Yeah,
Is that it?
metabountyhunters.io is the website for the NFT. Metalabsagency.com is our agency that's helping people. You know, we have a full tech marketing, like all the way from conceptualization to delivery of mint on NFT projects. We have some really exciting projects we're actually helping. We'll be in a week or two launching Sean Whalen's NFT, and just some other great people that have great communities that want to use blockchain and NFTs as a way to improve their community engagement, which I'm excited about. I think it's an awesome thing that
Phenomenal.
we get to be a part of today. That now not only can we build massive communities, but we can build them on an architecture that allows those people that are contributing to financially be rewarded for it.
Wow.
And then
Amazing.
one question: what do you think? I think that obviously the not hiding behind the NFT project is a big one, and I think that's something that you guys did when starting your
Being fully
project.
doxxed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
being
unless founders are fully doxxed, unless they have a really clear roadmap of what they're committing to for the next 3 to 5 years, I think any project that doesn't have that, you're going to see them start dying off really fast, and you're going to see the market not being willing to buy in on the on the mints, because at the end of the day, you'll always have the hype aspect of people flipping and selling. You still see shit coins getting launched today, but it's
Yeah.
a gamble, right? Like, I'm
Yep.
near a casino. I could also go throw 100,000 on black. My odds are probably
Yeah.
better throwing the 100,000 on black than throwing them on random ass NFT projects. But I think as the market matures, true projects that have docs founders, that have real roadmaps, that intend to deliver real utility, this is a great vehicle for those people, because they're giving those people that participate a way to financially be a part of growing that community.
Yeah. You know,
awesome.
I believe that, you know, one day, you know, your house deed will be an NFT.
No
I believe
question.
one day your medical records will be an NFT, where let's say you're in Africa and you got sick, you know, they
Did you
could
listen to
just
me on stage and you stole my speech, or what, bro? I'm just joking. I say that, I give the Africa on stage example a lot, but
You,
I agree with you. It's like saying that the banks won't adopt crypto or blockchain. It's a stupid statement, because it's a better technology. Whether you like Bitcoin or Ethereum doesn't matter. You don't have to like Bitcoin or Ethereum. You don't have to like CryptoPunks or Bored Apes. But at the end of the day, blockchain and the technology that NFTs are built on top of with smart contracts and the documentation of ownership, it's just a better technology. So eventually, yes, everything will go there. Whether I'm not, obviously, I'm a huge proponent of Bored Apes. I own a lot. I'm a huge proponent of Bitcoin. But whether you believe that or not is irrelevant to the conversation of whether blockchain and smart contract assets are something of the part of our future. All right, guys, I got time for one last question here, and then I got to jump.
Hey, Travis, thank you very much, first of all, for joining us. One last question real quick, and it's regarding, I think, mentorships. You're a big advocate towards mentoring and level. Was Dan Fleshman one of your first mentors, or no? He was just one of a good friend that helped you grow, maybe in the marketing side, or maybe another mentor.
I mean, he wasn't one of my first mentors because Dan and I met later in my career, but he's definitely a mentor to me for sure. And I'm a huge proponent of, I'm a paying member of Andy Frisella's mentorship program. I'm a paying member of Sean Whalen's mentorship program. I'm a paying member of Jimmy Rex's mentorship program. I don't have the time to attend every call they do every week, but I'll be on one of them at least every month. And I'm a paying member of Dan Fleischman's Avengers Group and 100 Million Mastermind. So, I'm a huge proponent that people that don't invest in themselves are never going to progress in life, and that you should constantly, I think people think there's some negative connotation to paying to be around good people. I have no shame in paying to be around somebody that I admire and respect. And then ultimately, whether I develop a friendship with them or not is irrelevant. But I think it's dumb people that are short-sighted. Like, I'm not going to pay to be around that guy. I should just be. No, you should pay. You should value people's time. You should value people's contribution in the marketplace and their value that they can give. And I think people that aren't constantly investing in themselves, and you can't just invest in yourself by reading books. If you're not putting your money out to invest in yourself, you don't value it the same. And I think people that don't do that are short-sighted, and it limits their ability to grow and how fast they can grow by being around just good people.
Thank you. Hey, thank you very much, Travis. I know your time is valuable.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for inviting me on.
Travis.
It was great to meet you guys in the community.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, brother.
So there you have it, guys. That was Travis Bott himself, man.
And what I really liked about what he said was definitely, investing in yourself to gain access to the right person. There's no shame in that. I really think that's really special, guys. I'm gonna replay, once we get off this call, replay what he said. I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel because I think more people need to understand where Web3 is going. Definitely, it's just the beginning. He has heavy interest, like he said, in Bitcoin, and I think he mentioned Bored Apes. So him launching his own NFT project by separating himself from other projects, I think it's key. And that's what we're trying to do as well. One is provide value back to the community. Two, provide a solid foundation where the software speaks for itself and you're investing in the software and you actually have owner rights to the software. At the end of the day, connecting with the right people will make you grow. And be exclusive, we have, like I said, Anwar here, I mentioned him before, and he's always about investing in himself, always about growing, and those are the type of people that we want to attract and have in our circle.
100%. And for me, right, it's about, I want one day the next future billionaire to come out of our community. I want people to partner up within our community and start their own thing and do other great things as well. Don't know if you've heard the story of PayPal, right? But you have some of the biggest founders, including Elon Musk, that came from PayPal, and one day we, aspire, to have other people say, hey, because we went into AMZ Snagger and bought this NFT, we were able to connect with some of the most amazing, like-minded individuals, and then go on to do other dope, amazing things, you know? Because I remember being part of a community once, you know, where I bought a course, you know, and I wanted to build AMD Stagger, and the person in that course felt threatened by me and tried to suppress the revolution and the evolution of this very space that we're in right now, right? Of course, I'm a thoroughbred entrepreneur, so I'm never going to allow that to happen. But just off that, I was like, this person isn't as evolved as he's supposed to be, because some of the biggest founders come from certain companies, right? You know, so we want some of the biggest names in the next 5-10 years to come from this community. Why? Because opportunity is abundant, man. You know, there's enough room for all of us to eat, for all of us to grow, you know. But what I will say is that we can't do it alone. You know, without Santiago, without Fightful Father, without the tech team that we have on the back end, front end, marketing, none of this is possible. Without investors that, you know, we have, none of this is possible, you know. This vision has been completely bootstrapped, you know. Like, I started and I put up 6 figures of my own money to go out there and give the Amazon community a better opportunity to grow, because I believe that much in the vision, because I believe that one day the community is going to be able to just connect their Amazon store and just make money hands free. I truly believe that, you know, and because I believe that with Santiago and Fico Father and Brandon and everybody that's, you know, in our circle, is why you're seeing people like Travis Bott now, you know, contribute to our community. He doesn't have to be here. He's a multi-millionaire as it is. He doesn't have to be here, you know, but just the fact that he came over and he believed in our vision and share 20 minutes of your time, which is your most valuable asset, is time. Time we don't get back, you know? So just because of that, you know, I am really grateful, and I am grateful for anybody here. So what I'm going to be doing, because I want to prepare our community for the future, you know, I'm going to be developing a basic crypto course where you're going to learn how to set up your MetaMask, how to open up a Coinbase, how to purchase an NFT, you know, how to move around the blockchain, whether it's Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, whatever it is, you know, because we're entering an era of true custodianship. See, right now, as we stand, the state of the world is in the middle of a transition, right? So the banks are custodian of your money, right? You're keeping it with them, right? But what starts to happen in crypto is that your money now is kept with you. It's kept on your ledger, right? So you have to learn how to be a custodian of your own assets, you know, which is a beautiful thing, because nobody is going to take care of your stuff like you are, you know. Like, I once had this issue wiring 50K out of a bank. Why am I having trouble wiring 50K out of my own bank? That's my money. They told me, no, you can't wire that right now, but that's my money, right? In crypto, that does not happen. If you are a custodian of your own asset, you could wire or transfer 50K, no problem, with ease, you know? So we're entering that era, and I want everybody to slowly get up to date. Yes, credit is super important, because without credit, you're not going to be able to transition, you know, fast enough, you know? So you have to have your credit right. You have to have a game plan, and you have to have a plan that works your plan, okay? Like, you have to know where you're going to sell, man, you know? Like, you just can't move without direction, you know? So what we're doing here for the community is that we are building a bridge, an A to Z bridge, how to get updated in 2022 and how to run a successful business, which is on Amazon, an Amazon store that's going to at least bring you $10,000 a month once you have the capital, okay? So we're giving you the platform. Now you're going to have to do the other work and just believe in yourself and follow the blueprint, you know? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know, Santiago has gone through everything possible that you go through with credit, you know, and You see how, like, how far he's come now, right? FICO Father is here as well, and any questions that you have pertaining to tech, this is my life. Like, this is my career. Like, this is what I do 24/7 is manage my tech team and make sure that the product is up to speed, which is why you've seen that we've had 75 AMZ Snagger updates within the last year, 75 updates. So that means that we're constantly working and perfecting the product because we want you guys to have the best experience possible.
Awesome. Hey, thanks very much, because some people just don't understand it. They don't get it. When we're talking NFTs, when we're talking crypto, it may go over their head, guys. But
so to break it down really quick, Santiago, right? And it's like, it's the most basic explanation that I could give the 1,000 people here, right? It's very basic, okay? So Web 1 started with you being able to read and get information on the internet, right? Web 2, which is where we're at right now, allows you to read, write, and create, right? On the internet, right? Web 3 now allows you to read, write, and own a piece of the internet, right? So let's focus on that own, right? So the component that allows you to own is the NFT. That is the technology that allows you to own something on the internet, because now you've purchased that and it's on a smart contract that's on a blockchain, right? That says Carlos Guerrero purchased Rare Econ Bulldog NFT 103 at this time. So the blockchain, right, doesn't allow you to fake anything anymore. It's fully transparent, which is why when you see Louis Pres.eth, right, that's called an ENS. Everybody in this room should have their ENS. Everybody in this room should not sleep on their ENS, okay? You have to have your ENS because in the future, that's going to be like your flex account, right? Where people could type in ecombulldog.eth and be like, Ecom Bulldog owns a Lamborghini, Ecom Bulldog owns this house, and Ecom Bulldog has 5 Bored Ape yacht clubs. That is the future, okay? And it's fully decentralized. Right now, yes, you have your Flex account, but you also have other more private accounts, you know what I mean? But people want credibility. And that's the reality of it, you know what I mean? People want credibility. So your ENS account gives you that credibility. So I would slowly, as an entrepreneur here, I would slowly start to transition over to Web3 and start securing your own trademarks. That ENS, you don't want nobody to have your name. That is your copyright, right? Like, you don't want nobody to own that name. So once you purchase that, it's recorded on the blockchain, and it's only like $60.
Guys, real quick, if you're on this live and you have not opened a Coinbase, like I said, I suggest you start opening the Coinbase. I know Louis said that he's going to have some tutorial videos so you guys can actually understand what's going on here. Basically, Coinbase is the start because you need Coinbase to actually purchase ETH, Bitcoin, and other altcoins. So you need Coinbase, guys. After that, you need to open up an OpenSea account, and then you need to open up a MetaMask account. When I started in the NFT space, it was in November. In November, I started the NFT space. Like I said, I YouTubed everything. I Googled everything. In the beginning, I couldn't access OpenSea for some reason. I thought you had to get a verification or something like that. I didn't get it, but I was persistent. Every day I tried to log on and create an OpenSea account. Now it's super easy. So make sure you guys are doing that, guys. Do not sleep on this. We got FICO Father who just joined us. Hey, FICO, do me a favor and jump on, brother. Appreciate FICO for joining us.
Crypto.com is like the future American Express card. I would definitely open up a Crypto.com account as well ASAP.
Ooh, heavy right
Getting
there.
early. You know, like they're not the new staples censored for no reason. Okay?
We got FICO joining us, guys. I'm sure he probably came off a call or getting prepared to be
I'm on a coaching call myself.
FICO's always on a call.
Where's he
Always
come
on
at?
call.
That dude,
Nope.
Right there.
You already know.
he gets his money worth.
We got 417
He gets
people
his
on this
money worth
call.
on his Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi money.
This is life insurance call, infinite banking call.
I don't see it.
Ooh, infinite banking. Yep. Heavy topic there.
I get the points from the credit card. I borrow from my policy and pay off that credit card. So I bought the asset with the credit card and I borrowed from my policy to pay off that credit card. Now I put my insurance policy in motion where it's still growing like I never touched it. I got the points from the credit card and I got the assets. So now I'm making money 3-4 times off the same dollars. That makes sense. Another thing I've been able to do with this policy, I was able to get.
What's going on, guys?
FICO. I need you to pause that really quick. So guys, check me out, right? Right now, I'm in Lima, Peru. I bought a property here, right? And in Lima, the credit works a little different than America, okay? And let me tell you guys what is the difference between America and any other country. Why you guys are so privileged that are in America, okay? So in order to attain credit in Peru, everything is collateral. In order for them to give you credit, you need 20K, 50K in the bank, and then they'll give you maybe a line of 10K, 5K, whatever the case is, okay? In America, you get to leverage unsecured lines of credit. And that is your privilege. That is your privilege. In every other country, so just imagine that you were born poor in poverty, right? And you had to come up with $50,000 to then maybe get a line of 10K. How long that's gonna take you? The privilege of America is ridiculous, and it's that financial system that's the privilege that you get uncollateral lines of credit. And you guys are behind this screen right now, being lazy, fixing your credit when people in South America would wish that they had your opportunity, man. So don't talk to me about you want it bad enough. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Damn, heavy right there, guys. It's true. A lot of people want everything easy, you know? They want to make money by not investing anything. They want to make money, you know what I mean? But they complain, and they're still in the same situation, guys.
Don't say that, man.
Take a little bit of risk. And I say a little bit because no one's got the big balls to take big risks.
So people want it, and they say that they want it, right? But they're too lazy to read the information. They're too lazy to send out dispute letters. They're too lazy to make $1,500 and give it to FICO Father for a mentorship that's gonna get you 100K. Think about your ROI, bro. You're paying $1,500 to get a return maybe $100,000 when people anywhere all over the world would want your opportunity. And you're just in bed in your mama's basement eating noodles, hating on an Instagram post maybe, right? Because that ain't you. Dude, you don't want it bad enough. That's why it's not you, because I have not met one person till this day, that wanted it bad enough, that really put in the work and never got what they put their mind to. If you're not getting results, it's because you're too comfortable and you're lazy. And until you realize that, you ain't gonna be anything in life. And I'm telling you this because I want everybody here to wake the fuck up and be somebody. So that's why I'm telling you this, man. Yes, it's hard, but it's worse to stay where you're at. So you might as well start climbing that fucking mountain. And we're here to help you do that.
Hey, if that didn't wake you guys up, drop that fire emoji, guys, because sometimes people need to wake up hard. People need to understand, like, hey, life ain't easy, right? Life ain't about freaking hand-me-downs and stuff like that, right?
Man, people think that they have it bad, but then there's always somebody out there that has it worse than them. Wake up and be grateful that you have the opportunity to taste this shit, man. There's people right now that are in the fucking hospital that can't fucking breathe, bro, and never took advantage of the opportunity. Bro, the most dreams that are never accomplished are in the cemetery, man. They're buried because nobody chased them.
Okay.
So if you got a dream, go out there and chase it. Fico chased his. He don't come from the greatest neighborhood, but he got an 850. He got an 850 credit score though. Why? Because he believed in himself.
Cool. Hey, Fico, you got any bars tonight?
Bars.
Hey, you know, one thing I want to say is that, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. One thing that Lewis brought up on a private conversation that we had is that, you know, iron sharpens iron. And I think those are the people you want to be around. If the people around you are not making you level up, don't hang around those people. If the people around you are making the same money as you, don't hang around those people, right? If the people around you are not giving you or telling you investment opportunities, don't hang around those people. It's that simple, guys. Okay?
You're wasting your time. If you're doing that, you're wasting your time, okay? The only asset, and I'm going to continue to say this over and over and over again, okay? Your only asset is time. True wealth is time. Time to spend with your family, with your kids, with your loved ones, whoever, but you built something that's making you money on the back end, right? And that's what this community does. Imagine having an Amazon business fully automated for you, making you 10, 20 bands a month. How much time are you buying? And that's what people need to understand. So when you get a job, you are exchanging your time for money, right? To then 40 years later, use that money to buy back your health.
Ooh. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's the American trap, okay? But I'm happy that my country that I'm from is waking up. And they're like, you know what? There's another way. We're going to be entrepreneurs. We're going to leverage our credit and use other people's money, the bank, to start our own business and put in 3 to 5 years, which is what it typically takes, into our business, fully automated, and then buy all the time we need. And if that's not your vision, if that's not your dream, then I don't know where your head is at, man. Because let me tell you something. You have to build your own economy. You have to build your own economy. You have to be self-sufficient. The only person that you can truly rely on is look, and him. That's it. So if you don't do it for you, nobody else is going to do it for you.
You have to do it for yourself.
You have to do it for yourself. So there's 2 ways that this happens for you, right? It's either you're around that environment that all your friends are chasing a similar dream, right? Or you go through something truly traumatic in life that almost ends your life, and you're like, I need to make a serious change. I hope it's not the second one, right? You know, but 9 times out of 10, it's either or. It's either you're in the environment or something truly traumatic happens to you that just wakes you up and you just become laser focused because you never want to feel that pain that you once felt. You know, so until you get tired of feeling that pain that you're feeling, your life isn't going to change. You really have to be fed up with your situation. Like your cup just has to be so full that you're like, today is the last day on earth I ever feel like this. And you just never go back to that. It's that simple. How much time is gonna take you to make that decision? I don't know. Some people, it takes 2 years, 5 years. Some people never get there, you know? But when you make that decision and you fully commit to it, and you say, I'm willing to die on this treadmill, then is when your life changes. But I'll tell you something though. Every time that I, as a human being, have pushed the boundaries, every time that I've tried to push the boundaries, and I think I can't go an extra 40%, and I think that I'm gonna die because I'm running too much or I'm doing something, let me tell you something that I realize that always happens, you know? We're built to survive. So every time that I push the edge, I always figure it out. I always get the answer, right? But the answer isn't gonna come unless you start walking that walk. It's not gonna happen for you. You have to walk and get to that point where you believe that you can't go no more. But there's actually an extra 40% there, and then oh, wait a minute, that was just a mental block. Okay, you know, and what happens is that a lot of people get to that breakthrough moment where they're gonna have this like pivotal life breakthrough, but that friction that they feel scares them, and they don't break through that wall, and then they just keep restarting, and they get to that same wall, restarting, and they get to that same wall, instead of breaking through and then going to the next wall. So it's like you're stuck in this loop, in this mental infinite loop, you know. And it happens to all of us. Like, you know, I mean, I was born with a bunch of deficiencies, you know, that I decided not to accept, like labels that were trying to be placed on me, that I just said, no, I'm not that. So it's just about what identity you decide to accept. Like what identity, what story are you telling yourself? You know, because the story that you tell yourself is what we project, right? So if you tell yourself, I am X, Y, and Z, that's how other people are going to respond to you. You have to, like, to me personally, like if you're having the human experience, right? Why not believe that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread? Because let me tell you something, if you don't, other people are just not going to give you value anyway, right? Right? And they say, oh, it could be ego, it could be overconfidence, whatever it is, right? But if you don't love yourself, then who's going to love you, man?
That's true right there. Guys, each day we get 86,400 seconds. Let's make it count. We get 86,400 seconds in a day. We're not making it count. We're spending our time with people that don't, one, validate us, two, don't add any value to us, three, wear us down, four, give us stress. That's not what I'm trying to do. And it starts here, guys. Tap in with the right community. Right? AMG Snagger, if you didn't hear him, he was speaking from the heart. No fucking script. Nothing was rehearsed. He was speaking straight facts. Okay? If you're born broke, that's not your fault. If you die broke, that's your fault. You know? And most people are just too comfortable where they're at. They're comfortable. They like, government cheese. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. I'm just saying, like, fuck, dude. There was a
Look,
time.
look, in life, everybody has their demons, okay? There's people that come from a family of alcoholics, drug addicts, physical abuse, verbal abuse, whatever story, whatever background you come from, we all have our own demons. We all have our generational curses that we have to overcome. You know, what I will tell you is that it is more than possible for you to break a curse. It just takes one person. It takes one person to say, hey, the next generation is no longer going to do this because I'm going to be the change, the end, right? You know? And you have to commit to that to the point that you have to accept. It might take me 10 years, it might take me 20 years, it might take me 30 years to do, right? You know? But if you truly commit, okay, it will happen for you. I know that. It will happen for you. I have not met one person that has truly committed, that had the work ethic, the discipline, the desire, that operated from love and abundance, that has never done something great in life. Haven't met one person. The only people that I meet that are not doing well have hatred in their heart and are paying some type of karma. And until they pay that karma back, they're not gonna reap the life that the divine or God or Buddha, whoever you believe in, has in store for you. You know? Like, the war isn't against other people. The war is you versus you, man. It's the story of, hey, I'm waking up today, and for the last 3 years, I'm just being a bum. It's the story of, oh, well, my dad didn't do something, so I come from that, so that's my label. Or, hey, I didn't have a mom. Or, hey, this or hey, that. It's that story, you know? But everybody was placed in that story for a reason. Now, you have people that do something about it and show up in a different way. And then you have somebody that show up in the same way, and maybe somebody in the next generation shows up differently and has the courage, because it takes courage, right? You know, to be different, right? It takes courage, right? You know? I mean, I haven't met one person that was different from Jesus Christ to Malcolm X to Martin Luther King that didn't die. You know what I'm saying? For something that they stood for, right? You know? So at the end of the day, it's gonna take courage. So so it's up to you. Like, if you want to be that person for yourself, be that example for your family, be that or even just be that example in your neighborhood, right? You know, like, I just believe that we need to enter an era where we don't talk, we just are. Like, I am this. Like, I live this life. I'm not pretending to be like, this is who I am. You know what I mean? And I feel like we get there as we get older, you know, like, the likes don't, you know, impress us anymore on Instagram. Like, what we care about more is your kids being well, your wife being good, you just having a stable, home, your mom being fine, right? Like, the things that truly matter, right? But it takes time to get there, right? But I feel like we're all in that process, and everybody just has to overcome their own demons, right? And just know everybody's going through the same human experience, bro. Like, we all got demons. Like, I don't have perfect days all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's days that I feel like shit too, Like, I'm a human freaking being, but that's the beauty of it, right? But what I do is that I built a certain type of resilience within myself, that when I do have those bad days, at least I could turn it into an okay day. I don't just leave it as a bad day. I just turn it into an okay day, and I know that God's going to give me another 24 hours to go at it again, willing. So.
One of the quotes that Travis Bott, and if you're just coming in, you missed the interview with him. I'm gonna replay it and put it on our YouTube channel. He mentioned that every day we are blessed with an opportunity to get another day. So every day we get an opportunity, we're blessed, right, to go at it one more time. And I think that's special because there's people that are just going through some darkness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Brandon can speak to you. Like, I suffer from anxiety. You know, I got PTSD. Like, there's a lot of dark shit, right, that I don't really, you know, kind of put out there like that. Why? Because those are the demons I got to fight through, right? And I fight through them, not daily, but, hey, I fight through them. And when I fight through them, you know, I get, you know, to fucking, like, just demolish them. Because it's between you and the fucking demon. And if you let that demon overcast you, then you fucking lost. And if you don't have demons, fuck, you're not doing something. Like, everyone's got demons.
Everybody got demons, man. Everybody got demons, man. You know what I mean? And when you overcome one, then there's gonna be another one. You know what I mean? That like appears. You know, like it's just challenges, right? You know. So at the end of the day, man, you know, it's all gonna work out for you as long as you never give up and you learn from every failure and you just keep chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. Then you're eventually gonna get there. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Hey, Michael.
What's going on, guys?
What's good, my guy? What's good with you,
Nothing
brother?
much.
Was
Been
the
on
RPX
Zooms
call
all day.
today or is that
Long
yesterday?
day. You sound low. What were you saying?
I said the RPX is the call today?
Yeah, insurance,
RPX
but I'm
call.
just doing something quick. I'm just putting something on the stove. So I just stepped out for a little bit. Because if I just decide to just focus on my Zoom and my calls, I'll never eat. And look at the time, I haven't even ate. So I'm gonna put something, let it cook, and continue with my calls.
And
You know me, man. I'm a
it takes a
workaholic.
lot of
Something I
character
put my
for
health
someone
second.
to,
I gotta stop doing it.
and that's beautiful. When you like really grinding,
Repeat.
it's
You're
like not
breaking
really
up.
work because you're passionate about it. I mean, people don't understand, like, it's work, right? But you're working on yourself. You know, you're working on your brand. And that's the beauty of it, guys. You know, a lot of people work for other people, and it's kind of like you're making them look good, but you're not making yourself, you know, look good. You know, nothing wrong with working 9 to 5, but you come home, you definitely got to work on something that you're building. You know what I mean? And that's when it comes. That's the diff. Those sleepy times, those fucking times that you don't want to get on Amazon and list products, those are the days that are gonna make you because you went through it. My first 3 days on Amazon, I listed 100 products. I kid you not. I probably slept like 2 hours, but I was obsessed with the process. Did it hurt me? Yes. But did I learn a lot from it? Even less. You see what I mean? And most people are not willing to do that, you know? So if you have a friend out there that definitely sends you a video of motivation, you know, treat those friends with, like, you know, definitely a blessing because they want to see you grow. If someone shares this live with you, right, it's because they want you to get better. You know what I mean? You don't have to, right? A lot of people are like, hey, you know what? As long as he don't ask me for money, I'm good. He's good, right? But then real people don't want to see you surpass them. And I'm like, nah, fuck that, dude. If Brandon surpasses me, I'm a still root for him. You know, one, it was probably my fault that I fucking, you know, dropped my pack, and I should have always been grinding more. But he didn't ever give up, and then now he surpassed me, and that's fine. I'm still clap for him. But then now I might be his sparring partner. We're like, hey, you know what? Now I'm gonna level up even more. Now Brandon is gonna teach me some stuff that he's been learning with another group, right? Still in our group, but you know, always leveling up. You can't just stay in one group. One group can give you a lot of information, but you can add more to that group by joining other groups. And that's what I think FICO has mastered. You know, and by the way, congrats, FICO, on the, I believe, vice president of the South Florida chapter.
Yeah, congrats, FICO, man.
So that's my love right there, brother. You know,
Thank you, brother.
his yucca almost burned, but you know what I mean. Like he's definitely a blessing right there, dude. So congrats on that, man. And I know all the hard work that you're doing, man. Seriously, man. This guy doesn't sleep, and it shows.
Listen, man, FICO Father is one of the hardest workers that I've literally ever seen, man. You know, I mean, it's like 5 a.m., you know, and FICO is literally fixing a credit file, man. 5 a.m. in the morning. I could literally, like, I know that if I wanted to, I could call FICO at 5 a.m. and FICO is like, bro, I got so much work going on right now, man. Bro, I can't talk right now.
Hey, but the fact that he can pick up, that's a big one right there, brother. You know what I mean? And that's FICO right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, so I mean, like, for sure, like, he's that guy that you know, that I would personally pay him 10 grand if I needed credit repair, you know, to fix my file, because I know, like, just the information that FICO has, I know that I'm cutting my learning curve by 22 years of experience. And I know that I'm gonna get an easy 100, 150 grand. And by easy, I mean that I'm gonna put in the work, and if it takes me 2 years, 3 years, right, you know, I'm gonna level up in 2, 3 years, because there's people that never level up. I mean, if you don't start, you're not gonna finish. You know, so how I see business, right? Like, how I see business is, like, I'm 33, right? I launched AMV Snagger at the age of 32. I started doing it at the age of 31, right? So in my mind, I'm like, what is 35 years old? 5 years of hard work. 5 years of hard work, right? To live completely financially free. But on top of that, I freed hundreds of people as well.
Oof. I have not met a broke person that has not made another person money.
If you're making other people money, you're always gonna win. So my philosophy is, I want you to win more than me. Like, I know that we as partners could charge 3 grand a month for the same service, right? You know, we could easily do that, right? But we don't do that. You know why? Because my goal is not to be like every other half-ass Amazon automation company out there, that they charge you 20 grand up front. You need another 50 grand to make a decent profit on 10 to 15% profit margins. If I truly want to help, I want you to be profitable from the beginning. So that's why we're only going to charge $7.97 a month. And you get to keep the other 15, 20%, but we're not hitting you over the head with 20 grand. Now, what you can do is you're hitting other people over the head with 20 grand by offloading your NFT, right? Giving it to them. Now you have the power. So we want to empower the community with credit, with e-commerce, with crypto, with tech, with marketing, with branding, with everything. We want you to come out of AMV Snagger and be like, hey, I exited off my own company for over $10 million. If I hear that, I'll be like, damn, we did something special, Santiago.
A blessing, guys. Remember, everyone that's an early adopter, you get to eat first. Remember that. If you're an early adopter, you get to eat first, guys. There's a lot of people that see me doing social media, e-commerce for like the last 3 years. Never tapped in. And that's cool. You know, I don't expect them to. But, you know what I mean? Don't act like to sit at my table, our table, you know, where we're at a different level. Like, it doesn't work that way. You know
I mean, listen, if you think that we're working this hard to stay the same, man, you insane. We're not working this hard to stay the same.
100%, brother.
But we do want to bring everybody up with us, you know. But keep in mind, right, you know, that in order for our community to grow, you know, you need the right energy, you know. You you have to understand that there's really enough room for everybody to eat. There's no such thing as the market is too small. You know, there's no such thing. You know. Now, what I will say there is such thing is certain individuals in the market have a certain strategy, which is called proprietary technology that they developed that gives them a certain edge. That gives them a certain edge. But you know what? Those people worked for that edge. So that's why they're better than everybody else. So if you haven't found your edge, then that means that you haven't worked hard enough at that edge. But let me tell you, man, you're not gonna make money tomorrow by you know, just saying, hey, I wanna make money, okay? You have to educate yourself as something that you feel passionate about. You know? If you are lucky to work a job for yourself that you're passionate about. Because there's people right now making 300 grand, 500 grand per year, right? You know, and there's people out there that consider that money, right? But these people can't even see their kids, can't see their wife, can't see their families. They don't have the time for it, you know. Like, is that wealth? No, that's not wealth, man. Connection, time is wealth, you know. Being able to be there for your mom when she's sick and not have to send somebody else over to take care of her because you just can't be there, you know? That's not wealth, right? You know? Like, I had a cousin of mine, right? That he became president of IBM at the time, right? And then he went on to become president of MasterCard, right? And he told me himself, I'm miserable, man. I can't see anybody. I make great money, but I'm miserable. So he went ahead and he said, I'm going to take a lower position with less pay, with less responsibility, so that I can actually have a life. What does that tell you?
Hey,
You know?
time is valuable. Time is valuable. So who you give that time to, they should be special, guys. Don't give that time to, like, you know, if you see me, it's either my family or Brandon. Which he's family, so, but, you know, I just wanted you guys to see the correlation, right? And, you know, I'll be hanging with Snagger soon. I know.
In Lima, 100%.
Looking forward to that, guys. Hey, real quick, guys. So real quick, just a recap. We had Travis Bott on. I'm going to play that recap. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. I'll play it on here also. Definitely tap in with our community. Join our Discord. The link is in my bio, guys. Do not sleep on what we're working. All right, we got the RPX conference that we will be at. Me, FICO Father, hopefully Brandon. And, you know, it's going to be May 26th, guys. I want you guys to tap in with us. I'm going to have the rare one on my neck. And look, I never believed in Apple Watches. I just didn't rock with one, but this is just so I can wear the rare one around my neck. You know what I mean?
And to track our fitness. I made him get it so we can track our fitness together too, man.
That too. You know? But like I said, guys.
Also, whoever is in part of the NFT group or the Discord and need your store to be seasoned, please DM me so I can set you up. The sooner you get your store up and running, the more seasoned it's going to be. So when it's time to start listing, you'll be good to go. So if you have any questions with setup or anything like that, please DM me for sure. And let's get you up and running. Let's get you seasoned and started so we're not playing catch up.
Now, once again, guys, right? If you want to be successful on Amazon, what Brandon said there, that is literally the main formula right there. Your store has to be opened up correctly and has to be seasoned, okay? So I believe, just what I believe that Amazon is going to be around forever. I believe that people will always buy online. I believe that as every year goes by, there's going to be less brick and mortar businesses, less malls, right? I believe that the malls are going to turn into warehouses operated by Tesla bots at some point, right? Because human beings aren't going to be doing physical labor anymore, right? Because we're transitioning into knowledge workers. Might take 20 years, 30 years to get there, but I believe that, right? And I believe that everybody should own digital real estate, which opening up an Amazon store essentially is digital real estate, right? So if you're not opening up a store to just have it as an emergency, just in case one day something happens, then you're already behind the 8 ball, man.
All right, guys. So this will conclude today's Windows Trickle Wednesday, guys. I'm gonna have the replay for you guys. Definitely comment. I still want to give away the $100. All you gotta do is tag 5 people on the post, and you'll get that money, bro.
Remember, faith without works is dead, guys.
My phone's about that. That's why I bought a new one. All right. All right, guys.
All right, guys.